Hello and welcome to MB Tech. Today we're going to be actually installing a Docker VM on our just updated Proxmox server. This will be just a base install of Ubuntu 24.04, the LTS version, which is basically the long-term support. This is going to go through downloading the ISO and then going through an actual VM setup on our Proxmox server. As I mentioned, it will be Ubuntu 24.04. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to go out to the Ubuntu website, and that's at ubuntu.com. We need to go to download Ubuntu, and then we want to go to the Ubuntu server. So select server, get Ubuntu, and then from here, we'll click the download. Now this is downloading it locally, but the best thing that we can do is over here, there's this little, it says download now. You can right click this and say copy link address. And once that link address is copied, we can actually go to our Proxmox server, go to our NFS stores that we set up. We'll say download from URL. We'll paste that in, say query, and it comes up with that ISO, and then we're going to download here. So now it's actually downloading on the Proxmox server itself. So you don't have to upload it from your actual desktop up to the server. It just cuts down one step. Okay, that is downloading the Ubuntu server onto our Proxmox server's NFS share. And once this finishes, we will go through setting up a Ubuntu server. Once the ISO is completed, so we're okay, good to go. We can look at ISO images here. We can do a refresh real quick, and we can see that we do have the ISO there, which is great. Next thing is we're actually going to create a VM. So up here at the top, zoom in a little bit. We're going to say create VM. Here it's PD home, 102 is fine. We're going to call this MB1 PMXDOCKER Docker. We'll hit next. Here we are going to select storage from NFS production. ISO image is going to be the Ubuntu 24.04. Next, that's fine. That's all good. Disk here, we're actually going to select instead of local NFS production. Here, we're just going to make this, let's do it 50 gig for now. With it next, CPU, we're going to use 2 cores. This is just going to be a small one, more or less for a demo. We'll select 4 gig of memory. Network we can leave as is, and we'll click finished. And now we're going to right click. We're going to click start, and then we're going to hit console here. That's going through and setting up the initial install. And here we are at the welcome screen. We'll say English. Okay. That's fine. Done. We want Ubuntu server. That's fine. Here's the interface and the IP address. If you want, you can write that down on your own system. That way you know what IP address it's going to be. And there is no proxy, so we will click OK there. And right now it's just testing to make sure it can get out to the Ubuntu repos. And it says that it's passed, so we know our mirrors are good. And this is asking, are we going to use the entire disk, which we are going to. We're going to tab a couple times, go to done. That looks okay. And then we're going to select continue here. And here's where you put your name, server name, and your username and password. Click done there. We are not going to enable the Ubuntu Pro. And we do want to install the SSH server. We're not going to select any of these pre-canned things to set up. So we're going to say done, and it's going through the install. This will take a little bit of time, and then once it gets done, there will be a reboot right where it says view full log. There'll be like a reboot or view logs. So we'll let that run its course, and when it's ready, we'll reboot it, and then we will SSH into that server, and then we'll run the updates. Okay, as you can see, it says view full log or reboot now. We're going to select the reboot now. Hit enter. Just fail to unmount. That's just because it's set there. I just hit enter twice usually, and that gets rid of the being hung. If it is hanging there for you, just hit enter twice, and it'll get you through that. Okay, here we have the IP address that we knew about when we were installing it, but it shows it there one last time. We're going to use PuTTY. We're just going to put in the IP address, and hit open, and that will open up our SSH connection. And here we're going to log in with our user and our password. And we're there. I'm just going to hit clear real quick. And now we're all set to do our updates and get this system all up to date. So we're going to do sudo apt update. And sudo apt grade. That's then, since we're logged in as our user, we're going to use sudo so that we basically allows us to make changes to the system. And we're going to put in our password again. And there are some updates. So we'll hit yes to this. Okay, all the updates have been completed. We're going to do a quick sudo reboot just in case we have a new kernel in there. And then we will restart the session, log in as our user again, and we're all logged in. Once again, we're going to do a quick update and upgrade to make sure we're all good to go. It has come back 100% completely clean. Thanks for watching. This is the installing the latest LTS, which is long-term support, and it is the 24.04 version of Ubuntu. Next, we'll be installing Docker, which includes Docker Compose, and then we'll start actually installing some Docker containers. Hope you enjoyed that. If you would, please like and subscribe. Have a great rest of the night.